Hey, what's up? I have something in my hand that's supposed to be a natural bread improver. No chemical, just magic. Lemon, my friend. Sounds amazing, right? But does it really work? Let's run an experiment and find out together, shall we? In my gorgeous yellow bowl, I'm gonna add 6 grams salt. For the first dough, of course, half a teaspoon of lemon juice. Treat the chef. Oh, that's so sour. 215 to 20 gram water and 60 gram active starter. Mixy mixy. Today I'm gonna use all-purpose flour, but something strong with 11.7% protein, which we need 300 gram of that. This is not my regular size sourdough. Of course, it's smaller because this is for experiment. Bring the dough together. Try to mix everything properly. Don't panic with your sticky hand. You can clean up with the scraper later. And that's it. Cover it up and let it rest for 30 minutes. Same thing happened with my regular dough without lemon juice, of course. This one also rests for 30 minutes. And 30 minutes later, I'm gonna bring a bowl of water close to myself, wet up my hand. I'm gonna grab the dough, lift it up, stretch it a little bit, bring it back. Maybe a few slap and fold inside the bowl, stretch and fold. And then once I feel the dough gain some gluten development, I'm gonna round it up and go for the next dough, my second dough. Everything quite the same so far. Both gonna rest for another 30 minutes. It's annoying, I know, but I can't control myself. I love lemon. 30 minutes later, I'm gonna smell my dough to see if I can smell the lemon. There's a very slight note at the background. That's it. Same thing happened here. I'm gonna stretch the dough a little bit and try to help gluten development. Beautiful. And same thing for my second dough, without lemon juice, of course. Gorgeous. Both gonna rest for 45 minutes this time. 45 minutes later, as you know, time to perform two sets of coil fold with 45-minute rest between each set. This is the second set after 45-minute rest. I'm not gonna waste your time. Put it on fast forward. And the second dough, done. Alright, now I'm gonna let them finish their bulk fermentation at 27 degrees Celsius for up to 2 hours. I forgot to turn on the aircon, so my room temperature goes up to 30 degrees Celsius. So let's see if they are ready after 1 hour and 40 minutes. Yes, and they might get little overproof because it's boiling hot today. And the second dough? Yes, it's more than ready. I'm gonna wet up the surface because they are a little bit stickier. They get little overproof. Round them up with the help of the surface. As you know, this is called pre-shaping. Lemon dough, done. And for the second dough, everything would be the same, of course. Both look quite nice. Let them rest for 10 to 15 minutes this time. We need to rush this time. Little bit of flour. And if you wonder what is the best shaping method in rush, it's caddy clasp, my friend. Thanks to the genius baker Wayne Caddy, we know about this method, which is really helpful, especially if you're in rush. First dough, done. Into the banneton and let it proof. Let's watch one more time from the other angle. Did you know about this method? Now you know. I'm not a big fan of same day baking, especially for sourdough bread. But this is just an experiment, so today I'm gonna do that. In this high temperature, they're gonna be ready after 30 to 40 minutes. Maybe even faster. I'm gonna preheat my oven from now. This is my oven adjustment, as you know. One upside down tray and one baking steel to finish the crust. Beautiful. Poke test. Poke test tells you when the dough is ready to bake. If it's bounced back slowly, you have a well-proof dough. Lemon dough, normal dough. Bring the baking paper or baking mat, transfer the dough on the baking mat, and now I'm gonna score them. I'm afraid the normal dough looks slightly overproof. Not a big deal. Little bit of flour on the surface. Today I'm gonna show you a little bit of bread art. Why not? And one confidence score with 45-degree angle, and same score for the second dough. Alright, this one wasn't perfect. Spray little water on the surface to achieve crispier crust. And with the help of pizza peel, I'm gonna transfer them into the 230 degrees Celsius preheated oven. Put them on lower rack, of course. Lots of steam. Shut the door quickly. Bake for 20 minutes. Wow, beautiful oven spring. I'm going to transfer them on upper rack. Bake them at 215 degrees Celsius this time for 20 to 25 minutes. And that's what I'm talking about. Let them cool down completely before you slice into them. This is the second dough, the one without lemon. I ruined the scoring a little bit, but this look gorgeous to me. And the lemon bread. This looks a bit better, but that's only because I score it better. Should I get any credit to the lemon juice? I don't think so. Do you see any difference? Sorry to inform you that I lost the crumb shot, but anyway, let's try them to see if there is any difference. Lemon bread? Honestly, I can't find the lemon taste. And it's nice. What about the regular bread? I don't see any difference. Lemon juice makes difference, but not a major difference. There is no cheat code or magical ingredients to achieve better bread. It's just practice and being patient. Like always, keep baking and take a good care of yourself.